Hello my gardening friends, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to Claiborne. I'm so very happy that you're here. So this is the third and I think final installment of the curb appeal, country curb appeal video series on my channel. So y'all know I have that strip out front and it just looks so bad. But we're getting there, we're almost there. So this is the final strip. This is right at the front part of the property that I started to call them trespassers. Passers-by will see. And so I want it to be a little bit inviting. I'm still going to have it pollinator friendly, of course, like I always do. So I had a certain key in mind of what I was going to do in this strip. This strip is 20 feet long by 3 feet wide. And I wanted some certain plants, and in shopping down here I'm finding that there's certain plants I just can't get. They keep trying to push. I want a lavender, I want a Grosso lavender, which is a French hybrid, which is hardy for my zone with very little fuss. Well, in all the greenhouses down here they want me to buy Sweet Romance. I tried it last year, it never came back this year. It's only cold hardy to 10 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit. It just doesn't work out for me. And that's a Spanish lavender. So the Grosso is a French hybrid. So I need Grosso or nothing at all. So we're going to take the lavenders out of this. So that's going to leave a lot of empty space. So we're just going to rework the whole thing. So this garden is going to be allium in the very back. I'll do an entire row, 20 feet long of allium. And I'm doing that with just seeds that I've collected myself. Okay, and then in the middle row, don't pay any attention to the butterfly bush. That's actually going somewhere else. I just do want to mention that the butterfly bush was only $20 at Walmart, and it's beautiful. It's huge and it's gorgeous. Okay, so the one I got was Royal Raz. I love that purple. Okay, so my back row is now, I've had to rework this. So it's going to, and I want, finding perennials in a greenhouse is like finding hen's teeth. They so want you to buy the annuals, and I understand they want you to come back and be a repeat customer. I get it. But some people just don't want to constantly put in gardens. Anyway, you guys don't want to hear me be gripey about this. So, okay, so we went with salvia, bee balm, and salvia. So we got the deep blue on both ends, which is the bigger plants on the ends, and the bee balm right in the center of those two. And then to fill in the space, I still have half a pack of echinacea. So this is going to fill in the spaces in between throughout that 20 feet. Okay, so the very front row towards the actual people themselves, we're just going to go ahead and put in, curly parsley. It's a biannual plant. It's supposed to be a biannual plant, but I put it in my pollinator garden. Actually, this is in my monarch way station. This feeds black swallowtail caterpillars. So I'm going to put in 5 of them, and it's been coming back every year. So, and I love the green of it. It's just green and different. So that's so beautiful. Okay, and then interspersed along the 20 feet row is going to be, we're going to go with polka dot bachelor button. It is an annual, but it happily reseeds itself given the right conditions. And lucky for me, it happens to like poor soil. So these should come back for me. And these are from high mowing, and they are open pollinated. They only take 90 days to mature. Okay, and then remember I ordered the Nigella for the Petal Warriors series. And so it's also known as Love in the Mist, light blue flowers that look like they're floating on ferns, which I think that fern and this parsley is going to be so beautiful together. So that's going to be mixed in. And then I still have some flax left over. So I'm going to go ahead and add flax down there. All right, 3 rows, foot apart and 20 feet long. Let's go get started. Well, the first thing we need to do is look at the before. So this is definitely before. This is the 3 by 20 strip. So let's just kind of take a walk down and see what we need to save. So right off, I'm seeing yarrow and cinquefoil right here. So we'll save the yarrow and we'll save the cinquefoil. Okay, and then moving on up, cool rock. We got a really big patch of mugwort right here. We'll try and save some of that. I do have 2 huge patches of mugwort in the medicine garden, so I'm not too worried about the mugwort. But this is all wild bergamot, native bee balm, so we're gonna leave that. Can't tell. Square stem? Yes, square stems. That's not. This is square stems. So we'll leave that. We don't need elms. We don't need shrubs. Ironweed. Okay, we'll leave that. Nothing of importance through here. And oh, look at all that. Okay, we'll save all of that. Wow, it's a whole strip of bee balm. Look at that. That's beautiful. So we're gonna plant bee balm, domestic bee balm in with wild bee balm. That'll be beautiful. Okay, big clump of grass, more bee balm. Big clumps of grass, that has to come out. All right, so no real surprises. We'll try to save the mugwort, the bee balm, and we'll definitely save that yarrow. Okay, that's it. Everything else goes down to the ground. So here we are. I skipped all the steps because y'all have seen, if you've watched parts 1 and 2, the process that I go through, which is basically saving what I want to save, pulling out weeds around it. Remember, a weed is just a plant that grows where you don't want it. And then going back with the weed eater and weed eating down to bare earth. And then I put on my landscape fabric, and then I put in my plants and my rows, of course, pretty much like anybody else does. And then I mulch it. So here we are at the end. So the rainbow garden is rainbowing. The tithonia has started coming up since we got that beautiful rain this morning. The whole thing's been designated painted hill. This is going to become a little seed dumping ground right in here. I'm just going to kind of leave it be and then scrape it up every year and just sort of toss whatever I have left over, kind of like here, until it's full. So this is where the flax is going to have to go because I just simply did not have room for it anywhere else. All right, then moving along, we have the painted berry, which you've already seen that. You just probably haven't seen the little sign. So yep, the painted berry, and all the strawberries are doing wonderful. The little mamas, they're gelling. Strawberry gelling. All right, then we got the strawberry or the butterfly bush put in, and boy, has it been busy. That is so busy. Not a lot of wildflowers up right now with the lack of rain. So any blooms these little guys can find, hummingbirds and bumblebees and clearwing moths and butterflies and butterflies and butterflies have been all over that. So if you want to attract butterflies in your yard, strongly suggest the butterfly bush. And moving along, let's go this way. So I found some really awesome rocks. I dug up every rock that you see. Every rock you see, I dug it up. But look at this really cool flat rock. So I thought I would whitewash that and just write welcome on it. It's kind of cute. It's small, it's cute. When the Vikings descend this weekend, they're gonna bring me down a great big boulder that I already have put my eyeballs on. So they're gonna bring it around. So the yarrow and the cinquefoil saved. Didn't get mulched, but it did get saved. I'm gonna wait and see after the boulders are all in place what we do with that. Managed to save all that bergamot on this side. Saved the mugwort on this side. I think it turned out cute. I like the little path. That's kind of cute. Okay, the parsley is struggling in the sun because it was whamsy-pamsy straight from a greenhouse. So if these don't make it because of sun, or if they don't make it because they get eaten down to the ground soon, I'll just plant seed. I mean, it's not that big a deal. Parsley seed, curled parsley is not that big a deal. Okay, and then this was my front row with the bachelor button and love in a mist. So it kind of ended up behind them because the space was so short. I wasn't able to put it all in one line. So the lavender mist will come up behind the parsley, which is gonna look cool. And maybe the parsley will look like it's floating in the mist. I don't know. Lots of space here to walk. So if you want to come up and walk through the garden, you can. Hi, butterfly. And then the salvia, the bee balm, more lavender mist and bachelor button over there. And then this has echinacea in between each of these. So native echinacea, purple coneflower, in between the plants, which is going to be awesome. That lavender and all this pink and purple is going to be so beautiful. And then the back row ended up being allium, and I found some more bee balm. So I went ahead and just sprinkled allium and bee balm in here together in this back row. It can't hurt. And then one big clump of grass I could not pull out because it had a colony of black ants in it. Black ants don't bite like red ants, but I mean, I'm not all about displacing the wildlife. They can live there if they want to. And besides, it gives me an excuse not to pull up that big old clump of grass. Instead, I just covered it. All right, that's it. Just wanted to show off my garden. My neighbor's stopping, so let me visit with my neighbor. Love and light. Okay, sorry. All of my neighbors have been stopping by to admire. They are so happy that I got this garden in. They've been watching it progress, and they've been coming by and checking up on me and my progression of this. I think they really enjoy it, and I'm so happy now that I turned some towards passers-by, because this feels like they get to enjoy it too. That is a huge garden. I don't know if you guys can tell how immensely humongous this thing is, but it is huge and I love it. I'm so happy to have this in. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna let you go here. Woo-wee. Next video, I'm gonna take a little break from gardening. I'm gonna do some shopping fun. So much love and light, everybody. Remember, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up and stay blessed. Much love.